Also coming up here on ESPN First Take, fans root for favorite players. Fanatics actually go wax. They wax their chest hair for them. One Cavs fanatic tells us why he's waxed his chest for LeBron and what he'll do next to try to keep King James in Cleveland.
In a Cavs uniform now, but will it always be that way? I'm going to be extremely precise here. In exactly 94 days and 40 minutes from right now, LeBron James, if he so chooses, can bolt from the Cleveland Cavaliers. For a city currently on a 44-year championship drought, this would not be good. So one Cavs fan has decided that he's going to do just about anything to make sure his favorite player stays on his favorite team. This is Brandon George. He is a lifelong Cavs fan. He's attempting 23 different stunts. One he's already completed. You're looking at it. He took his chest hair off with wax, and I know that had to be painful. He has another 22 stunts planned from now, leading up to the 94 days from now when LeBron could bolt. We welcome a very smooth Brandon George to ESPN First Take. Okay, Brandon, I know you're a big fan. I get that. How did you come up with the idea, though, to do 23 stunts from now until free agent day?
Well, I'm an advertising student here in Atlanta, and there's a really famous advertising slogan that exists that everybody knows about, and it's, "What would you do for a Klondike bar?" So I was sitting in my apartment one day, eating a Klondike bar, swear, and all of a sudden I have this idea, and it pops into my head, what would you do to keep LeBron James in Cleveland? And from the get-go, that has been the tagline that has pushed this site from the get-go. We've just wanted to show Cavs fans, show LeBron, and show the world just how much he means to the Cleveland Cavaliers and the city of Cleveland.
All right, the website is InLeBronWeTrust, and the video of the chest hair waxing is up on the site. I watched it in pain last night. Tell us about this. What was this like?
That's one word to describe it, just pain, intense, horrible pain. It actually ended up taking about an hour and a half. We originally had planned for about a half an hour. Oh, it was so bad, we actually ran out of wax and had to go get more just to finish off. We weren't even halfway done. Let's just put it this way. It's like getting a Band-Aid pulled off of you, but doing it about 100 times.
Well, I saw your skin by the end of it was just bright red in color. How much credit goes to the 40-year-old virgin? Of course, you know, we saw it from that movie.
A good amount of credit goes. I wanted something that people would have a little foundation with and know what was coming a bit. And I just figure, you see someone get their chest waxed, you can't help but grimace. I mean, we know that. Fortunately, I'm not as hairy as Steve Carell.
I hope at some point, LeBron himself sees what you're willing to go through. We can't go through all 23, but of the other 22 stunts that you have planned in the future, give us the highlights of what you have.
Well, one of my personal favorites is the 23-hour Kazam movie marathon in honor of LeBron's teammate Shaquille O'Neal. We figure if you can endure that, you can probably endure anything.
Wow, that is painful.
But we also we have other ones that we really like. We have the pizza eating challenge, as we said. I was going to shave LeBron's face into my head if I can find somebody who can actually pull that off. Wow. We have a whole list, but the good thing is, we can change them as they come. You know, these aren't set necessarily. A lot of them are because they're well thought through, but we're open to suggestions.
Well, you're going to get tased. What are your thoughts on that?
All right, well, don't jump too early on that one. My family actually had a thing or two to say about that yesterday on the telephone. I don't think they're too happy.
So
about
we might call an
one.
audible there.
You know what? I would be willing to do it, but my uncle is actually a Cleveland police officer, and he said I might want to rethink that one. But I'm willing to do anything.
You briefly touched on the pizza. We were talking about it in the break. Our audience probably is uncertain what we're talking about. The deal is you have to eat 11 pounds of pizza with a buddy. There's two of you in 24 hours. Is that right?
That's correct.
And
I believe one of LeBron's. Yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I believe one of LeBron's favorite foods is pizza, and there's a pizza eating challenge up here in Atlanta, Georgia, to eat an 11-pound pizza with another person. So we figure, hey, this is a perfect opportunity for InLeBronWeTrust.
All right, that is a whole lot of pizza. What about, which stunt are you most worried about, by the way?
You know what? I was most worried about getting tased, but I'm not entirely sure we're going to do that. But actually, the stunt I'm actually most worried about is the stunt we have next, which is I'm going to take the hottest hot sauce as of, I believe, the year 2004, and it's called Dave's Insanity Sauce, and I'm going to brush my teeth for a minute with Dave's Insanity Sauce.
Wow.
And that will be the next challenge.
All right, and all these
So
are going up on the website, right?
Oh, absolutely. They'll all go up.
I'm wondering what the response has been to the campaign so far.
You know, it's been really positive. I was kind of worried before we released this. I debated with myself whether or not this was a legitimate idea, but eventually I just said, you know what? We have to go for it. Extraordinary measures, you know, are best when times are, you know, extraordinary, and this is an extraordinary time. We need to keep LeBron, and, you know, there's nothing more to it than that.
How do you plan on letting him know that you're doing this?
Well, you know what? I'm not reaching out to him. I figure LeBron's got more important stuff to worry about right now than some crazy kid who's waxing his chest. You know, he's in a battle for home court, you know, with the Lakers for the playoffs. But
I got it.
Honestly, I'm just hoping that, you know, interviews like this, people just pass it along to him and let him know just how important he is.
Well, I know either he or some of his buddies watch Skip Bayless daily, so there's a good chance someone will see this and tell him. Let me ask you about, you have a friend, Ann Roberts. She says you're never going to find a wife because you love LeBron more than you could ever love anything else. How accurate is her claim?
Unfortunately, I think it's a pretty accurate statement. I mean, we've been joking. It's a long-running joke with the two of us, but if anybody knows me, they know that if I'm passionate about something and if I believe in something, that I will absolutely do whatever it takes to make sure it happens and to see it through. And there's nothing more important to me right now in these next 100 days than making sure LeBron stays in the city of Cleveland, except winning the NBA championship.
All right, I like that. I like that. That is some kind of commitment that you're showing. Brandon, I want you to know, as a lifelong Cavs fan, I am 100% behind you, and if there's anything I can do to help, you let me know, and I'm in. Good luck, Brandon.
Fantastic, Jay. Thank you.
All right. And we'll keep you updated from time to time on his progress, too.